Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to use the quiz activity in the new Moodle. If you've used the quiz module before in the old Moodle, this is pretty similar, but we're going to go through how it works in the new Moodle. So here I am in the generic Moodle course that we're using for these tutorials. You can see up here that I'm logged in. And I have clicked into one of my topic pages. So this is topic 3 right here, and you can see that there's some content already down here. But I want to go ahead and add a quiz into the bottom of this topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and turn editing on. And now you can see that editing has been turned on, and I can scroll down here and I'm going to go to add an activity or resource. Now, similarly to all these other options, when you click on quiz, it's going to give you an overview of the functionality of what this sort of activity can do. And it gives you a bunch of examples for what quizzes can be used as. You can use them as course exams or mini tests, exam practice, or even just for self-assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and add a quiz into my Moodle topic. And just for the sake of the screencast, I'll call this topic 3 quiz. And I'll say that this is an assessment on the material in topic 3. Now this is going to give you a whole bunch of options in addition to the regular Moodle activity options. You can do some fancy things like set a time limit on your quiz so your students only have 60 minutes to complete it start to finish or something like that. You can set the time that the quiz opens and when it closes, and you can even set what happens if a student starts the quiz but doesn't actually finish it in the time limit, or finishes it after the quiz closes. So I would just look through those options and see what makes sense for you. And then there's some grading options down here. By default, the grading method is set to be the highest grade, and the number of attempts allowed from your students are unlimited, meaning that your students can go in and retake this quiz over and over and over again, and the Moodle gradebook will just count the highest grade as the grade that will actually go into the gradebook. There's some other options that you can play around with, how the quiz is laid out, the behavior of different questions, like how your feedback works and that sort of thing. But for the sake of this, we'll just keep things very simple and leave the default settings. So we're just going to make a quiz, and our students are going to be able to access it an unlimited number of times, and whatever is their highest grade out of all their attempts will be counted as their grade. So I'm going to save and return to course.